art is a process, hence painting, process painting, and what Paint Your Truth is all about. So let me tell you what I painted and the inspiration behind it. So as you can see with this album cover, it is covered in paint. The seasons. It is a painting of the seasons of the year. I'll tell you where I started and we'll just continue from there. So I started with, I believe, this section, and this section, as you can see, is my artistic interpretation of spring. You can see the flowers in the garden, and I love, love, love flowers. So whenever I see flowers, whenever I see plants, regeneration, I know that the sun is about to be outside, I'm about to be outside. It's a different energy, it's a different air. We are in a different season. So
7 p.m. Friday, it's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me. Niggas love a freak. When he right here with me, turned up with my niggas, turned up with my bitches.
I painted spring. As a spring baby that I am, the Taurus baby that I am, I wanted the energy and the feel of just wanderlust. That's what I think when I think of spring. Then we are moving directly across it, and this was the second art piece that I painted on the album, and it is fall. So when I think of fall, I think of like the seasons changing, but not only that, I'm just like preparing mentally for winter. I'm like, oh girl, bring out the puffer jacket, bring out the heavy socks. I'm just mentally preparing myself for snow. And you never know when we're gonna get it, because in New England and climate change, it might be snow, it might not be snow, it might be no snow, but brick and cold and windy. But before we even get into that, we have fall. And when I think of fall, I think of the leaves changing. I often think about the trees. I love trees. And when I think of fall, I think of like the literal changes of the trees, not just the leaves falling, but the colors of the leaves. I think about like how the trees are getting bare. You're only seeing branches. And even sometimes the trees be looking weak. The trees and the branches look very fragile, like they're about to break. But there's like some type of solace in that, in the sense of like, we're releasing to gain, if that makes sense. When I think of fall, it's like we're releasing the year that have happened, what we've experienced. We're going into like a slower pace because we're closing out the year. So that is what I painted in this section. And as you can see behind it, Massachusetts weather is good for that depression weather, because it always gives, it's a dark and gloomy night, even if it's the daytime, because of the weather. So I wanted to really capture the ambiance, capture like the light fragmentation, capture like kind of gloomy in the background, if you can see with the purple. And I really wanted to capture the grandness of the tree changing. So this is what is in this section of the album. And then we slide to the right, and this was the third piece of snow itself. So I was like, let's be there. We're in that energy. I painted what snow looks like to me. As a Caribbean baby and as a Black person, I do not like the snow. I do not like seeing it. I don't like thinking about it. I don't like it touching me. I don't like being in it. The only acceptable way that I can deal with snow is like I'm inside with my Haitian hot chocolate, sipping while I see it tumble from the sky outside. But there is no connection whatsoever. That's the only way I can deal with snow. So I depicted what that would look like for me. This is more reminiscent of my old neighborhood, but the idea is like it's peaceful outside. There's maybe 1 or 2 people outside. It's not really much to do because it's snowing. You can see the energy in the air. It's kind of like white and like very light blue. So it's giving clarity because you can see that it's snowing, but it's also giving deception because you really can't see what's going outside when it's snowing. So your vision's kind of blurred. You can see the flakes. You can kind of see the outline of what's going on in the neighborhood, but it's not so clear because it snows everywhere. And I painted some lights because I love lights, especially in the cold season. Like, it's already cold. It's already giving us less sunlight outside. So at the very least, you can compensate us or accommodate us by giving us light. And I love when people decorate either their houses or their trees or their streets when the city decorates the telephone lines or whatever. So I depicted that with the little bit of color on the line lines or telephone lines or whatever lines in the city. I also painted like apartment buildings because I live in the city. So this is kind of like a typical apartment building. This is like a single family house. It's like a condo. And of course, if it's snowing, the building itself has snow on it. So yeah, it's like a road of just snow. I try to capture this image in the way of like if I were either in a building looking outside or more like aerial view. So we also have like the road here because, you know, you car drivers love to drive. So I depicted that. And our final section of the album is summer. Yes. So I love summer, as you can tell, but I don't love summer for the reason why other people love summer. I love summer because that's a good detection for me if my mental health is mental healthy. Because when I'm actually mental healthing correctly, I'm outside. I am darker. That means I'm in the sun. That means I'm being social. That means I am not depressed. So whenever I think of summer, I really, really just want to get my vitamin D on. I really just want to be outside doing things, going places. That's when I get the best steps in because the pedestrian that I am, I'm going places, I'm doing things. And there's always something to do in the city. Whether it's like the city of Cambridge, the city of Boston, there is something to do. So When I think of summer, I think of beaches, I think of blue water, even though I may not get into it, probably will not. But I love just looking. I like the energy. People are even kind of nicer in the summer. So, like, I love all things summer because I am a Caribbean baby, so you know I love the heat, you know I love the sun. And I depicted what the Caribbean looks like to me. I've been there a couple of times this year, cross my fingers, I'll be going to Haiti. But I love the energy of the island. I love the energy of the people. I love the energy of the color. And you cannot say Caribbean without any color, without any festive, without any community, without any just Black expression. So that is what I depicted. Like, it's kind of giving us like a sunset or just very hot day where it kind of even feels like the sky is yellow in the sense of like the sky itself is blue. There's no clouds. It's hot. It's humid, but we are outside. You can see the depiction of the sand. I try to make the sand look sandy, giving it texture through the paint. Also, I created and painted palm trees with coconuts because I love all things coconut, including coconut milk over cow's milk because I am dairy free. And then the rich vegetation of rich plants or the rich leaves of the palm trees. So yeah. And then of course the rainbow, because who doesn't love a rainbow? Especially a rainbow on the beach while you're drinking a drink. Yes. And the queen that I am, I love the rainbow. So in all, this is my album painting. I would also like to shout out Brenda from the Soul Clinic who inspired me to create this art piece. I never thought about painting on a legitimate album, but I did this week or last week, and this is the final result. So yeah, let me know what y'all think, and there'll be more paintings and art expressions on the Paint Your Truth _ don't forget the underscore Instagram page. You can find us on Facebook, Paint Your Truth. We're also on Threads, Paint Your Truth, and of course Instagram, Paint Your Truth _ website coming soon, Paint Your Truth LLC. Stay tuned. Join the email list at paintyourtruth.art@gmail.com. So I'll see you there, and follow for more inspiration and artistic expression pieces. Peace.